I got my boy Anthony in the cut.
Hey, we're the hoes that we getting bitches tonight, bro. We getting hoes, bro.
Sofro calado na solidão, guardo comigo a memória do seu vulto. Em vão eu fui tão bom.
Oh no, the hose. I'm so scared of the hose. Oh gosh, there's some hose over there. Oh, they're so scary. I can't talk to the hose. Get me away from the hose. Oh gosh, the hose are walking by. Time to swipe around at my phone aimlessly. I'm not looking at anything. I definitely don't have anybody to text. I'm just gonna be on here while they're, so I don't have to look at the hose. No, I don't want to go to that party. There's gonna be a bunch of Chads and Tyrones. I'm totally gonna get mogged. I have a lower Canthal tilt. Why are you so scared? It's just the bitches. It's just the hoes. It's nothing out of the ordinary. Why are you scared to talk to people in general? They're just other homo sapiens, you know? We're all humans. We're all on this planet. Why are you being such a little bitch about it? You see, there's an imbalance here, because the hoes aren't scared of you. At least, maybe not in that way. So in all seriousness, we have to ask the question, where does social anxiety come from? You weren't born this way. People say you're born an introvert or an extrovert, which is true, but the definitions are different. The type of introversion that you're born with is just a different dopamine pathway, so you don't like hyper-stimulative environments. It doesn't mean that you should panic every time you get a phone call. It doesn't mean you should stay in the crib all day. Oh, I'm such an introvert. No. You have a neurosis. That's what we're talking about. It's not genetic. I guess it could be genetic, but not in that way. I feel like I know the cause of social anxiety. I had it pretty bad. I might be wrong, but I feel like a lot of people will relate. Social anxiety is what naturally happens when you are not respected by other people. There's this sort of gaslighting notion that if you have social anxiety, you created it. It's all in your head. And there definitely is a mental component, like sustaining it. But I would argue it's just a natural conclusion that your brain makes after being disrespected, humiliated, rejected, traumatized, etc. When I entered into high school, I was 4'11" and probably under 90 pounds. It was not a fun time. And nobody can really tell me that the sort of social anxiety I experienced was all in my head, because I'm not a naturally shy person at all. As a kid, I was described as very extroverted. That's how I naturally am. But what happens is you're sort of just put in your place. You're held down. And you don't want to talk. So there is a genetically deterministic quality to it. Not that you're born with this social anxiety gene, but that you're born, you look a certain way, you have a certain mental and physical phenotype, and you will be much more prone to social anxiety based on how people treat you from that point. The sort of common modern way we would define introverts and extroverts, there's like a direct correlation between how good you look and how extroverted you are. Like the people who sit at home and play video games a lot, chances are they're not the ones who are tall and attractive. There will always be outliers, but they're still directly correlated. And it just makes sense. You look good, people treat you better, you will be more comfortable around people. You look bad, you're short, people will want to take advantage of you. If you're a man, there will be a lot of dominance games. When I was a kid, people would like pick me up in school and shit like that. And it's just not, I don't want to be around people anymore. Like, it's just not fun. And I've literally seen it all change in my life. The only fucking reason I'm getting better and more sociable is because I'm growing. The people who often go to festivals and parties and clubs and concerts are going to be more attractive on average than the people who are at home fiddling with their worm. It's really not galaxy science. The way you look shapes how you are treated. How you are treated shapes how comfortable you will be around people. It's the obvious truth that people deny to paint the illusion that it's all in your control, and also to mask how vapid and shallow the ooga booga human brain truly is. Anyways, on this channel, I want to try to walk the line between accepting what you can't change, but not shirking all responsibility. And it's a hard line to walk. It's a very thin line. But I'll leave you with something that helped me. You could take it or leave it. A while ago, I drove up to see a friend. He goes to a college I don't go to. And when I got there, he told me he and his friends were going to some bar and I was going to come along. And I was getting pretty nervous at the time. I didn't really know anybody out there. I was feeling that social anxiety. But this guy was pretty into self-improvement. He pulled out this list of things that he had to do for that week. And he was training for a marathon. So one of them was run like 5 to 10 miles 3 times this week or something to that effect. So he told me, these people are going to drive over to the bar, but I'm going to run over there because it's part of my goals, and you can go with them or you can come with me. And I said, hey, I'm going to go with you. It was dark outside. It was below freezing. It was like a 7-mile run to this bar. And I don't do any cardio because I'm, trying to gain weight. I don't need to be running around burning all the fat. So my endurance wasn't great, but I still said yes because I had this theory that after running 7 miles in the cold, when I got there, I wouldn't really care as much. And I was right. It helped me a lot. I was in there vibing more than I normally would be. And where I was at physically, that 7-mile run without stopping, that really pushed me. I don't do any cardio. That was very hard for me. So that was really pushing the ledge. I was very uncomfortable. So the lesson there is that for most young men, doing uncomfortable things frequently, it doesn't even necessarily have to do with socializing. But by doing those things a lot, I think you stop caring so much when you're really pushing yourself to that degree that often. I would argue that the vast majority of people with social anxiety don't get outside of their comfort zone in general, not even in a social context, but in general. They don't get out of their comfort zone enough. Yeah, maybe that'll help you, maybe it won't. Hopefully you enjoyed. Drop a fat like or dislike. Send me pictures of your feet. Have a jolly blessed day.